Welcome to Chads by Christ, a show about Catholic lads living Catholic lives. I'm Shali.
I'm Shali.
You sounded a bit fuzzy there, Dish. Do you mind trying that again?
Is that better?
It kind of like you start fuzzy and then it like resolves.
Oh,
I think now it's better. I
is
don't know
that
why I
better?
didn't pick it up. That's better, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't pick that up
Yeah.
in the pre-show, but sorry.
Hey,
Anyway,
me.
who are you again?
Desh. Oh, right. I'm Desh.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Dish. I'm Charlie. Ugh.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
I know
this is a shambles of a show, if you haven't already
that.
noticed. um, but
How you
anyway, yeah.
been, man?
Speaking of, yeah, I shambles. That's how I've been.
I see.
I've been a shambles.
I see.
It's what happens when you have big parties all the time and you don't sleep.
I see.
How have you been, Dish?
Yeah, been good. My body is in shambles. Been more physically active than I probably have in the last, 4 or 5 years. This is the most physical activity that I'm doing. I'm, being somewhat consistent with gym, I'm running now, eh.
Yeah,
It feels good. I feel like I'm making progress in everywhere, but yeah, it's tiring.
that's good. Well, yeah. So we're both tired boys. I'm sleep deprived. Dish is getting swole, and perhaps it's definitely taken a toll on me, right?
Mm.
Like, like the reason I'm going to parties is not because I'm like getting smashed on the grog, as fun as that sounds, but it's because it was our parish priest's 40th anniversary of being a priest.
Mm.
Uh, that's a pretty important event. Can't miss that.
Yeah. Shout out Father Anthony.
Yeah, shout out Father Anthony. He's been huge for the parish. Like St. Francis is what it is, like in no small part because of his efforts and
Yep.
his service. Uh, but yeah, so like this is the day after the party, and I'm tired. I'm sleep deprived, and uh, it got me thinking. With what little brain power I have left, because I burn it all at work. Um, this has kind of just become like a norm for me these past few weeks. Like I've been trying to be more social, and I've been trying to do more social things. And I've been just trying to like live a full and engaged life that isn't just eat, sleep, work, play video game, repeat.
Mm-hmm.
But like doing these things is tiring, and doing these things takes up a lot of time. And so like am I burning out socially? Is that what's happening? I mean, I need sleep, but
Yeah. I think you got to balance. You need to sleep. You cannot function without. You can function without going to parties. You cannot function without sleeping.
yeah. But then
I
Mr.
think.
Influencer Man says I gotta be social. Ah,
I feel like sleep is a big thing for you, right? As in you need sleep.
yes,
Like
I am a sleep enjoyer. We'll put it that way.
like, but if I uh, mostly when I was slightly younger, when I was in uni days, if I had 1 or 2 days where I got 5 hours of sleep, I'd be like, yeah, I can shake this up and keep going. It'd eventually catch up to me, but nowadays, I can't do five in
I five.
minimum.
Oh, there was
Yeah,
one week
five
I
is
did.
not.
There was one week I did like 2 nights in a row, 5 hours sleep. That
Yeah.
I was dead by Friday.
Yeah,
So
5 hours is just too little now. I think I could be fine with 6 or 7.
mm.
I think six I would be fine with. 7 is good almost for me.
Seven
Yeah,
is. I think like the doctors say you need like average like 7 to 9 or something. Like the average
that's
is
right.
8, but
7 to 9. Yeah,
7 to 9 is like the tolerance.
yeah. I don't think I. I mean, I get 8. I think on the weekends, towards the weekend times, and then
Yeah, I try to aim for 10 on weekends. That's
oof.
because I don't sleep during the week. Clearly,
Fair enough.
like
Fair
a
enough.
sleep that isn't a thing, but it's also a thing. I think.
How much do you sleep do you get during the week?
I mean, typically around. I don't know. I go to bed at like 10, wake up at just before 6, so it's still 8.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
night like last night, I don't know, like going to bed at 11 like kills me. Like that loss of an hour just oofed.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No, I didn't go to bed at 11 last night. I went to bed at like 12. I got home at 11. And then I still had to like
Mm,
shower and go to the
yeah,
potty and drink water and all that stuff. And that took an hour because reasons.
yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, 11 is probably early for me, I think. Like, 12 is, like, my bedtime normally, and then
Yeah.
well, it's different me for me because I work from home. Like, I guess if you going into the like, when I mean, I still wake up at 7 when I go into the office, so it doesn't really make a huge difference.
Yeah, I'm waking up at 6 at the latest, or like 6:10 at the latest.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I
Yeah.
probably should be doing that, but
Yeah.
Like no one at the office is telling me to come in any earlier, so I'm like, "Eh."
What
I'll
time do you
keep
get into
doing
the office?
I'm there by 9.
Oh, that's like normal. I mean, I'm in the
Yeah,
office at like 8:30, but
yeah. No, I normally get there by 9, and then
okay.
I sit there. Like, on Wednesdays, like, it's just, I go in and, like, it's, like, my colleagues, but it's not people I directly work with, whereas on,
Mm,
like,
yep.
Tuesdays, I guess it's a little bit more pressure to, like, be on time,
Yep.
'cause it's, like, my direct team.
Ah, yeah, yep.
But yeah, it's not like a huge like thing for us. I guess because we're like remote as well. Like sometimes if I'm running late, I'll just pull out the laptop on the train.
Ah, and just start
Yeah,
plugging, hotspotting.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yes,
Hmm.
yes. Time management is pretty important. Like the older you get as well.
But I'm already
I
old.
mean, yeah. No, I'm talking like I'm thinking about like my parents. Like they don't seem to struggle with time management too much.
Yeah. My
But like
parents
I guess
don't
they're
seem
not
to sleep.
really.
I swear my dad goes to bed at like 11 consistently. And then he's up
Well,
earlier than me and he's in the office earlier than me. So I
ah,
don't know.
okay. Yeah, that's yeah. That's crazy. I was gonna say like 11 is fine, but if he's getting up early, then you and in the office early, then yeah.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure he's up at like 5 or 5:30.
What is he doing in the morning? Exercise or something? Or
Uh I think his routine is like he wakes up, showers, has
yeah,
tea, goes to the
nice.
bathroom, goes to the potty, and then goes to the office.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I think like 5:30 is more accurate because like he's showered and he's out of the shower by the time I wake up.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know how he does
Cool.
it.
Yeah, I mean like yeah, I mean like I'm also meant from like I guess when you get to like our parents, like they're not actively doing things on like weeknights. So I guess
Yeah,
there's
that's
that.
true. They do kind of just be at home
Yeah, they're
on
like
the
home.
weeknights.
I think they're homebodies. Even like weekends, like whereas like save for like housework or like the occasional like get together with family friends. Like my parents are just like very homebody. I think.
Same, yeah. Like my folks will go out for dinners and stuff, but like Saturday
Mm,
housework day, like no, no, we get
yeah.
we get takeout.
Ah, yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, yeah. It's definitely like the more things start piling on, the more time management becomes important.
I think I've got a lot of. Maybe I have too much on. I don't know. Like, I've been saying in recent weeks, like I'm not very social, and
Hmm.
so I'm trying to be more social more often and do social
Right.
things.
Yeah.
But all the social things are like freaking. They finish at 11 o'clock at night.
Mm.
It's a bit annoying. Like, I guess I'm supposed to socialize at work, but like I'm too busy doing my job at work. Except when I'm on the job at work, I'm being distracted.
Sending
But
up
like, you know
kids
what I mean?
early.
Like, work isn't a place to socialize.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So like, what do?
Mm. Um. uh, like you need sleep.
I need sleep.
It sounds like you need sleep.
I need sleep.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with cutting down on things. It's so exhausting. There's nothing wrong with going to a friend. Look, I can't make this. I can't make that because I am tired. I need to rest.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm sort of in the same boat. Like I struggle to say no to things, even if I'm tired. Like I feel bad. already committed.
Yeah, the already committed is the thing that gets me.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I gotta do this thing. Like sometimes I'll make rules for doing things that like aren't even attached to the thing itself. It's like, oh, I gotta like see this person, so I gotta go to the thing before I can stop going to the thing,
Mm,
which doesn't make things any easier on me, not gonna lie.
yeah, fair enough.
Um, but enough about me specifically. Maybe a better question is like, I don't know, I don't even know what the question is 'cause I'm too sleep deprived to think. What did I want to ask? Like, how do you like outside of this my example of like I need to sleep, so I need to like jettison things to
Mhm.
sleep. Uh, what sort of like principles should we be applying to, taking on uh, what's the word, like events or engagements and things like that? Because
Um, yeah,
yeah, you want to like do things.
yeah, yeah. You need to prioritize your health first of all. I think it's a good major principle. Like, if you're sick, don't go out. Just stay home, rest. Like I know people, even when they're sick, they won't like cancel something. They will go still. Actually, I
Yeah,
would say
me. I'm
yeah,
people.
me. Yeah, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. To quote T Swizzle, I do that also.
I'm pretty sure quoting T
Um,
Swizzle is anathema, but okay,
so what?
it's anathema.
I don't
I
know
actually
if
don't
it's
know what
that.
that word probably means.
I'm
Sometimes you can read it as anathema. Google.
anathema.
Something or someone that one vehemently dislikes,
Oh,
or a
yeah. I mean,
formal curse by a purple council of the church, excommunicating a
oh,
person or denouncing a doctrine. But yeah,
Charlie, are you saying you want to excommunicate Taylor Swift?
yes.
I don't even think she's Catholic.
Well, that explains a lot.
You're talking about her and her private jet, right?
Yeah.
Like taking a 1 hour flight. Like that's what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. To not get too
Yeah, yeah,
sidetracked. Yeah. Definitely not
yeah.
just being because it's trendy. No way.
But yeah, I'm very much one to do that. Like I'm struggling to yeah, like pull out stuff even if I'm sick. Um, sometimes you just like the people that you're hanging out with and you don't want to cancel. Like even if you're tired, you're just like, I want to go though,
Yeah.
and you still go.
Mood.
Like it's a lot easier to cancel something if you don't want to go.
Yes. Maybe like another thing I struggle with is like lingering. You know, like I don't want to
Yes,
be the first one to leave because that makes me.
yes.
I'm scared. People think I'm a jerk, even if it should be plain as day that I am. Have you listened to me? But yeah, like I don't want to be
What?
the
You're
first.
the Jack. No, I'm almost never the first person to leave.
Yeah,
Unless I have some like
mood.
I never leave first to go home. Like if I have something on after I will leave, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
like
good way to put it.
yeah, but I'm never for the first person to like be like I'm going home. And I think that's probably something I should work on. Um,
I mean, you and me
more
both, man.
yeah, like for like the purposes of like restraint, I guess. Um restraint, just yeah, prioritizing yourself, like prioritizing prayer time, getting sleep.
Yeah. You know what it is for me? I think like I sort of mentioned it, but like I don't want to be
Mm,
the guy who leaves because I don't want to be seen as antisocial.
yeah,
Like there is
yeah.
a part of me that doesn't trust my friends to continue to be my friends if I don't invest. And
Mm,
yeah, there's a bit of truth to that, right? Like you got to put effort in your relationships, but
hmm.
also like you're not a vending machine, Dash. I don't have to put like time and money in to get friendship credits from you. I hope, right?
No, but I do sell Coke Zero for $3.
In this economy, that sounds like a bargain.
Yeah, true, honestly.
How come I hadn't found out about this until now? I
I
would
kept
like
it
one.
all to myself.
Well, yeah, maybe one day I'll take you up on that offer because yeah, it sounds good.
Um, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, That's an interesting way to look at things. Definitely hope you're not actively thinking that you need to like I don't know. Like friendship is
Oh no.
always give and take, right? And it's not always going to be 50-50. Like some days will be 60-40, some days will be 50-50, some days will be 30-70.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like it's not always going to be same amount of effort being put in. Like some days you're just not feeling it and you won't be able to put in as much, and that's okay, I think. And
Mm.
if people are like really your friends, like they will understand that.
It's not something I actively think of. Like, my friends
Mm.
listening to this, like I'm not, constantly suspicious of all y'all.
Mhm.
But, like once bitten, twice shy. I don't know what like the cute phrase is, but once you lose a friend, it's always something that sticks with you, I think.
Mm.
Can't really I know, but I can't even tell you like which friend I lost. But
Mm.
like just like, it's sad when you drift apart and it's like,
Yeah, definitely.
and it sucks to
Yeah,
be
like
alone,
yeah,
you know.
100%.
I don't know, I've been thinking of friendship a lot, but that's a topic for another time. Friendship and
Yeah,
social circles and chasing
yeah.
all that sort of
No,
thing.
and I can definitely relate. Like, yeah, like every now and again I'll think of like a lost friendship and I'll like think about like, was this my fault?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the killer. It's like, it was my
Yeah,
fault. I did this. It's like not necessarily.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so it's not something I actively think about, but it is,
Mm.
like why do I want to stick around? Is because I'm scared that if I leave, that's like I'm sending the message that I don't want to be around. And like that's not true.
Yeah,
I just need to go to bed.
yeah, fair enough.
Uh, maybe 20 minutes in. Yeah. On a less depressing note, did we ever answer the question of like how to pick and choose what we do? Or like, is that a question I asked? Like,
I think you did ask it. I don't think we got around to answering it.
ah,
Um, it's all about, yeah, prioritizing what's best for you. And like, obviously, some things are going to be like obligation. Like, for example, you can't cancel mass. You have to go to mass. Unless you're sick, then that's an exemption. Like, if you have an exemption, that's,
yeah, but the exemption
uh,
comes from outside.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't just make it up and be like, oh, I don't have to go today. No, no.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, like your obligations, like you can't cancel work. You can't just cancel work. You can't just cancel mass. Um, if you have other things to do, you can not go to a birthday party. You can not go to catch ups with your friends. The good thing, like the good and like as a friend, a good thing to do would be give ample notice to someone if you can't make something.
Mm,
Obviously, that's not always possible. Like if you fall sick the day before or on the day, or you feel that you're too tired on the day, that's different. But like if
yeah.
you're planning on canceling something in advance, then yeah, ample notice is obviously something that's good to do. But yeah,
Uh, okay, so like it's okay to take something on and then back out if you can't
yeah,
do it.
100%.
Um, is there a way to like avoid getting into like obviously you can't avoid getting sick, right? But like take me and my burnout. Where it's like I'm in this
Mm-hmm.
position where I feel like I can't jettison anything just yet for reasons that are probably just dumb and arbitrary.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, is there a way that I could have avoided getting into this situation in the first place? Or is that not a helpful line of thinking?
Depends on the situation, right?
Okay. Start with mine and we'll try and zoom out.
As in, when you say situation, like
So like I'm trying to do a lot of things every week.
yeah,
Right?
yep,
Like every month. So like one of these things is like monthly, but then there's like bi-weekly
yep,
social
yep,
events and then this, that, and the other thing, right? Like there's a lot happening with this one social
yep,
what's a what's a nice word for I don't know, group, yeah.
yep.
And then there's like, the regular weekly duties, work,
Mm-hmm.
work, um as much as I enjoy the youth ministry, like it is a type of job at the end of the
Mhm.
day. So like
Mhm.
I'll put that under work as well.
Yep.
And then duties to the Lord, mass, bare minimum,
Yep.
prayer. Um,
Yep.
this is going to offend my any more traditionally minded listeners, but like doing masses that aren't the bare minimum days of obligation, like that's a whole thing.
Yeah,
Especially if
fair
you're
enough.
going to fancy churches.
Yeah, like, if you don't need to go, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that
Yep.
was a day I was hoping I could have off, and it's like I don't have to go because it's church.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
fair enough.
but like again, that's more just because like I'm tired. Like if I wasn't freaking tired, then I wouldn't be
Mm,
complaining.
yeah.
Maybe I should flake tomorrow. We'll see.
Hmm,
I'm already flaking the next session anyway. I'll talk to you off air about that.
yeah.
Um, yeah, like, you see what I mean? It's like I've taken on all these things,
Mm,
and I feel like I have to take on all these things.
mm.
It's like how do I like actually discern the things that I have to take on and the things that actually like I can avoid or like not do?
Um, well, you need to weigh things up. Like, you need to weigh what's important to you and what isn't as important. Like, what can you afford to give up in a certain week or day?
Hmm.
Um, and I guess a good way to do that is, like, it seems a bit, I don't know if selfish is the right word, but like, it seems a bit like self-focused, but you need to like sometimes you can weigh up what will you get out of this. So, like, for example,
Oh,
going to mass, you will get a lot out of that. That's pretty much guaranteed. Like, even if you are like bare minimum, like barely able to like focus, or you know, like if you're barely there, you're still gonna get a lot out of going to mass.
yeah, you still get Jesus.
Yeah,
Yes.
you still get Jesus, like you still get salvation. Like that, those are things that you get if you go to mass. Like you get a lot out of that.
Right.
Whereas, say you go to a social gathering, like, yeah, you'll get like enjoyment and pleasure out of it. You'll get joy, like you'll get all the good emotions. But like, what are you really like gaining out of that? If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Like I don't think I've quite understood you, but like my mind immediately starts going to like cost benefit.
Pretty much,
It's like yeah,
honestly,
you
pretty
get
much.
you get the pleasure and the good emotions, but the cost is like
Yeah,
tomorrow.
exactly. Yeah,
It's like is that a price I'm willing to pay? It's like, I don't know.
yeah, and like some costs are unavoidable, and that's okay, but not all of them are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess a cost benefit analysis is a good way of putting it. Like, you need to work out if the costs, I mean, the benefits outweigh the cost, I guess, for you.
Hmm.
And if they don't, then it could, if you really don't want to do the thing, then that could be a good enough reason.
Yeah. Yeah. That gets real tricky for me with social
Mm,
situations.
mm-hmm,
Because like I can talk myself out of going to buy shoes with a cost benefit analysis, right? It's like the shoes I have are fine, and I have to
mm,
burn a whole afternoon and $250, and I did no.
mm,
But like whether it's because I'm a people pleaser or if it's because I genuinely care about my friends, like there is uh this element of like I don't want to let my friends down by like flaking on things.
mm,
There's another element of like I want to be a man of my word, and so if I like flake on something, it's like I'm not doing that.
mm-hmm,
This could all just be scruples, right? But I
mm,
don't know, just explaining thoughts so it makes sense.
yeah.
Um, like yeah, those are the two big things that like stick out to me. It's like, oh, well, you shouldn't flake because if you flake, you're not a man of your word. Like, yeah, like that's what's like in my brain at the moment. It's
Yeah.
like how. I mean, is there a way to address that? Or like maybe like it's just nonsense, and I shouldn't waste my time engaging those thoughts.
Um, Again, it's about weighing up the good and the bad. Sorry, I feel like I'm repeating myself today. I'm also tired. But yeah, it is about weighing up the good and the bad. Like, you need to, like, to a certain degree, those thoughts might be good. Like, it keeps you accountable for your own actions. It sort of gives you like that sense of restraint. Like if you feel like, you know, you're not. I lost my train of thought with that.
Something
With
about
the restraint part of
accountability?
things.
No, restraint. You
But
said
yeah, accountability
accountability. Like accountability to what? To who?
to yourself.
Yeah, but this is the same myself that's quote unquote myself that is telling me that I need to be more social and do XYZ and uh et
Yeah.
cetera. Right?
But you also need to be accountable to like,
Like this is
eh,
the same
mhm,
XYZ that has taken in
yeah,
this distorted Catholic idea of sacrifice,
yeah,
and canon will weaponize that against myself to my own detriment.
mm,
To be like blunt, right?
yeah,
Like it's not. I wouldn't call it a martyrdom complex, but it's a martyrdom complex. I don't know how else to describe it.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's still like I think my train of thought was right. Like, it's still being accountable to yourself. Like, you need to. Sorry, you need to like weigh up what thoughts are good and bad, and like ultimately which ones are impacting you negatively, and then based on that, you can like manage your actions based on that as well, if that makes sense. So, like, I'm trying to think of like a practical way to explain what I'm saying. Uh, do you have like any sort of like a practical situation that I can like talk through, I guess, with what I'm trying to go through, what I'm trying to get at?
Uh, I mean, I'll just bite the bullet because they don't listen to the show. But so like I've signed up for a regular fortnightly uh social thing
Hmm.
every second Tuesday.
Yep.
The second Tuesday loometh tomorrow at time of
Hmm.
recording,
Hmm.
and I'm already sleepy, and I know this is gonna go till like late in the evening, like 11 p.m. because
Hmm.
that's what happened last time.
Hmm.
And so like I don't really want to. I'd rather just have tomorrow to myself so I can sleep, catch up on sleep because I'm not gonna catch up tonight.
Hmm.
Um, and like I'm like forcing myself into it because I know I'm wanting to miss the next one
Hmm.
because the next one there's a monthly event every first Tuesday of the month, and I want to go to that
Hmm.
because it's a good Catholic edifying talk. I'm
Hmm.
gonna learn. That's quote unquote productive.
Yep.
Um, and it's a sequel to the previous one I went to.
Yep.
So like I don't want to miss that because of
Yep.
continuity.
Hmm.
But then it's like, can I miss? I don't know if I can miss two of these things in a row because the thing has just started, and I don't want to be the one to derail it with my life after saying that I could commit to this thing.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Also, time check.
We are at 34 minutes. So getting there.
Okay.
Okay. Um, well, yeah, it's still about being accountable to yourself. Like, again, first thing like that would probably be helpful is that cost benefit analysis thing. Like, what are you getting out of each thing?
Mm.
Like the Catholic talk, like that you said, like it's like edifying, and you get to like learn something out of it. Obviously, really good. It's gonna help you be more virtuous. It sounds like a good thing that you want to like maintain and go to. Um, and if you have this thing tomorrow, um, I guess yeah, like continuity is a thing because it sounds like this is also a thing that you need to like be continuously attending to get the full value out of it.
Yeah. Correct. Like I'd be okay with missing one, but the prospect of missing two in a row, like,
What's better in the works? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Uh, at the end of the day, it comes down to can you physically see yourself being able to do both these things? Like, if you can't, then like you probably will have to drop one of them. Like, if you physically cannot like function while doing
Mm.
both these things, um, if it's more of like an uncomfortable like sense of uncomfortableness and uneasiness, it's like the next day, like Wednesday, will be uncomfortable. Then like that's something you have to weigh up as well. Like, you know, how will this impact me, like mentally? Will I still be able to do everything that I need to do the next day? Yes or no?
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah, another spanner in the works is someone's already pulled out of tomorrow. So it's like, well,
Mm, Yeah. So then
Yeah,
2 people.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've made a mistake.
I mean, like, if you have an obligation, and you feel like you need to honor it, then it could get tricky. Like, you might just have to honor the obligation. But, if it comes at the expense of you not being able to function or whatever, then it's a no-brainer, right?
right.
Like, if you really feel like the day, like, it seems like tiredness is your main concern here. So if you really don't think you'll be able to function on Wednesday and like do the things you need to do, like your job, um, and getting to and from work, like you need to try, like you need to be alert enough. Like if you
Mm,
feel that you won't be able to do those things, then yeah, maybe it could be better if you don't do this thing tomorrow.
yeah.
But if you feel like you can do this thing tomorrow and still be able to do everything you need to do, then you could probably juggle both.
Right. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
my thinking is best case scenario it'll be like a day like today. Wednesday will be like how I'm feeling today,
Hmm.
which is workable, but also like I'm always having days like today. I'm sick of
Mm.
having days like today. I don't know why I did. Like I didn't know at the time. I didn't realize at the time. Yeah.
Mm.
Thought I had more stamina than I did. I don't know.
Yeah.
Worst case, I'll have to have like a hard discussion about just like pulling out of the thing completely if it's not sustainable. Because I don't want to
Yeah.
have to do that like halfway through. Like I'd rather do it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like hey, like actually like I lied. Well, like not lied, but I was
I
mistaken.
mean, yeah, like it's hard for you to foresee these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, if you really like cannot fit this into your schedule, if it's detrimental to your mental health, to, like your physical health, then yeah, your friends will understand for sure.
Mm. It sucks. These are friends I haven't seen in ages, and like this was a convenient
Mm,
excuse to reconnect.
yeah.
But
Could you do tomorrow, see how you go, and then like, so you said you have to miss the session after that. So the one after that one, would it then be too late to pull out?
uh, maybe not. There's no reason why like I might as well like spoil like it's a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Like there's absolutely no reason why uh the GM can't just like kill my character off screen.
Hmm.
Yeah, Shali had an aneurysm and died,
Mm,
and he won't be joining us anymore. And then like you know out of game, like they'll know it's because life has happened and I can't commit
yeah.
anymore. Yeah,
Yep.
like if I actually stop and think about it, it's really not the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
So
like
yeah, it's an option. So you
yeah,
could, if you really want to like do this thing, you could do tomorrow, see how you feel, and if it's not sustainable, like after the one after that, then you can just pull the plug.
yeah, yeah. I think the thing I need to do is like slot in at least one day of just like dedicated rest. Like I
Mm,
have not been doing that. Like if I look at my calendar, like what do I actually get? When do I get to rest? Probably Friday. Maybe not.
mm, mm.
It's like Friday night's Friday night. I don't want to play Armored Core, but no, I don't get to play Armored Core. I have to go to bed. Yeah, like tomorrow's like Wednesday maybe. Like then it's like I gotta fill my free time with running. That's the yeah yeah.
Yeah, mood.
Like I'll dedicate Wednesday to just like sleep
Okay.
because like I'm gonna need to. There's no way.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then like I'll figure out what happens on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday there's plans. Sunday there's plans. I think I'd really benefit from a 3-day weekend, 4-day work week.
Yeah, we
As
need
we
to we need to bring this Norway thing into action. Who's our prime
yeah
minister right now? Is it Albanese? Yes.
yes
Albanese, make this happen. We need the 3-day weekend.
yeah. I think we have to elect president. Like what's a Norwegian name? President Gal
Scavenger?
Galbug Scavenger
Scavenger.
Scavenger.
Yeah, a friend of mine works on like a water treatment thing in
All
Norway, and
right.
it's called Scavenger. I assume it's named after someone.
Ah, there you go. But yeah, we'll get President Canute.
Friend of mine, Stavanger is a place in Norway.
Ah,
The point still
anyway,
stands.
yes, yeah, we got to import a Norwegian prime minister, and then all of my problems will be fixed. No, they won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, on that note, I think we're out of time, yeah?
Yes, we're at 40 minutes.
Yes. Alright, we'll wrap it up. Do you want to start the prayer intentions? Ish?
Yeah, sure. I'll leave the bog standard for you this week.
No, I took
I
it
guess
last week. You take it.
okay. Okay, I guess I'm taking the bog standard. So yeah, we pray for all the conflicts that are still ongoing, unfortunately. So across Eastern Europe, so Ukraine, in the Middle East, Israel, Palestine, all the innocent souls that are perishing there. And across like Africa as well, like the places that we don't even hear about sometimes, like on like mainstream media, like there are Christians being martyred all the time. So we pray for them. Yeah, and then I guess in theme, like we pray for everyone that they're able to one do all the things that they want to do, but then two that they're able to prioritize the things that they need to do, and if a sacrifice needs to be made, then like they know which one that they can afford to make. Yeah, that's it for me. How about you?
Yeah. I pray that this is a weird prayer, but I pray that our podcast gets out of the depression arc sooner rather than later.
Fair enough.
The life struggles arc that our
Yep.
podcast seems to have fallen into. But also, I know I'm not alone in this boat. Like, so I prayed, like Dash prayed, that we get the courage to make those choices, to have those conversations and actually speak out and say like, hey, I need rest.
Yep.
So I need to like step back from X, Y, Z.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, on that note, we'll leave it here. Thanks so much for listening. If you liked what you heard, do all the things like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. If you didn't like what you heard, then tell us, because feedback is much appreciated. And we
Yep.
hope to catch you in the next one. God bless.
God bless, guys. Thanks for listening. See ya.
Bye.